we have the scenarios where in a crisis, maybe when there is when there's a crisis, maybe a major failure to a major system or production server, something like that, we get into this war room settings. We call it the war room, but it's just a conference room where you have all of the technical people, the database administrators, folks from other teams, other stakeholder, technical partners, and we're in this room and we're just troubleshooting. And everybody is, doing their parts, checking on their own aspect of the work, and then they are communicating back. And a lot of the time, what happens is inside of this war room settings, we have C-level executives, we have, higher level folks. A lot of them not technical, but these people are communicating with customers, they are communicating with vendors, they are communicating with, they are the money people, right? They are the business people, and they want real-time update on what's going on. And in those situations, they don't care. Like, they see a spike on the screen, they don't know what it means. Right? It's not about the time. It's not time to start telling them, well, this counter, your page life expectancy, is da-da-da-da. It's not time to start telling them deadlock is, also occurring. Pick any jargon, right? Index is a highly fragmented, and right now we need to do a reorg. They don't know what you're saying, and they're not about to start trying to go through a crash course on indexes or performance tuning. They're not about to try to understand what backups and backup types and how your incremental backup failed. That's not what they are trying to listen to at that point in time. And so being able to break it down, right? Instead of saying all those complex things and say, oh, well, our cluster, we noticed that availability group failure. When the first node, our primary node just dropped out of the cluster. All right, cluster, AG, what are you talking about? Being able to explain that in simple terms, well, this collection of servers, we're having issues here. We have one of our key servers that is not able to join in properly on the network, and that's leading to a failure. Like, simplify the language, right? Being able to simplify the language and communicate clearly, again, complex technical concepts in a non-technical way, but without losing the message of it. That is a superpower. I'm telling you, that's a superpower. This is one of the things that will separate you from every other person doing the same thing, right? It's so important to note this, right? Hey, I can, a lot of the time, we technical people, we want to demonstrate our proficiency in our speech, right? We want to do the tech talks. We want to talk SQL. We want to speak the technical jargons. It makes us feel good it makes you feel smart and intelligent. Among your peers, by all means, speak your language, speak the thing you do. But you should be able, what makes you a rock star database administrator and overall a technical person is the ability to break that down, take complex technical conversations and make them very simple. All right, make them very simple, make them easy to understand, so that anybody who is there can make sense of what you're saying and can communicate that back to who they need to communicate that to. So non-technical skill number one is technical translation, just communicating excellently, even in our documentation, right? Writing clear, concise, run books. You go through this whole situation where you do a deep dive and figure something out. Can you document that clearly and send it out and people can make sense of it? People underestimate the power of that written communication, creating proper documentation, documenting the steps you take to solve a problem. Right, sending out emails that make sense. And now in the era of AI and ChatGPT and Copilot and the rest of them, makes this a little easier, but you still need to be feeding the correct information to your AI platforms. And now that I'm speaking AI, please remember what you feed into the AI is going to be used to train that out system, right? So don't feed your ChatGPT or Copilot or any of these tools sensitive information. Don't put your actual company server names or username and passwords and then as part of your prompts. That's lazy. So you need to still be intentional about doing all of that.